So you might remember from last night that I did this thing. It wasn't so exciting. I was going to go back to finishing off that little robot with the solar panel thing, but out of time because I spent too much time making flashy lights. So let's do something kind of like this, but a different brand. So that's the Play Studio brand. So today we have Build Me Up brand, I guess, or something like that, compatible with other bricks. So other brands, so that's nice. I got this one. There was quite a few in the shop. They're all racing cars and they're all pretty much the same, but this person had a very red looking face, so I'm not entirely sure if that's what they're meant to look like or not. So I think this is even cheaper than the Play Studio stuff. So let's have a look at this. So it's got a little sellotape thing. I'm not going to care too much. They're certainly building up the tension if they're not building me up. So this is an F1 Racer and it has 36 pieces. So hopefully this is quick. And it's only got one bag, and I was going to say it didn't have any instructions, but it does have the single flimsiest and tiniest instructions I've seen. But with 36 pieces we should be fine. So one more look at that very sunburnt looking person. But they do have sunglasses on, so they are protecting their eyes. And that's good, because you've got to keep your eyes protected. Today I was asked by a kid why I was wearing sunglasses. What a strange question when you think about it. This is more crinkly than usual, so I'm confused by these things. What is this supposed to be for? Alright, well the person, I'm assuming when it says 36 pieces, I think it means including the entire person. So this is nowhere near as nice as the Play Studio stuff. The Play Studio stuff I think is reasonably good, except for the fact that they always have some kind of piece that is very like poorly placed and tends to fall off. But let's not put, I mean, these go on tightly, so let's not count this brand out just yet. The very first, I've forgotten what the brand is, so I can't really say that story, but there's a reasonably well-known fake Lego brand of the name of which I forget about. But anyway, I got a set many years ago, which was a blatant Lego ripoff. Where's the other arm gone? Oh, it's over here. It's migrated over to here. And I got one from the Lepin, is that the name? I think it was. Like a long time ago, and it was atrocious. It was terrible. Like the pieces just fell off. These click well, they're not red, they're yellow. What a letdown. Like seriously, like if I was a kid, I'd be wanting this, because the other ones did have like normal kind of coloured faces and hands, and so if I'd seen this one, I'm sure it clearly says, it must say somewhere colours may differ from the picture, because it clearly does differ in many ways. So it's nowhere near as coloured on the front here. So that's the front piece, it's just a one colour thing. But they do fit together. These don't stick very well. These are this is very poor. In fact, I've never actually seen this style of body connector. So let's just borrow Scarecrow for a second. Does this thing actually take? It does. So if you put the Lego ones in, they fit real well. But if you put this bizarre thing, what a strange way of saving plastic, in there, they don't go so well. But everything else seems okay, and it's the old style hat. It's got that. I don't think I'm going to get that hat off very easily. No. So they've definitely got their hats on firmer than Lego does. Alright, let's have a look at this picture and let's get this done. I was going to say let's get this nightmare over, but it's not that bad. Let's be reasonable. So there's obviously pieces under here that they're not showing you on this. Do these two go together? I think the two black bits must go together, because how else are they ever used? But it feels like this is not helpful. So, but look, they've got an extra bit on the back. Okay, so I think it goes like this. Yes, so it goes like that. On one end we do this thing, so they're offset by a little bit. And then on the other bit we put this thing, and I think that makes sense. I think that's what the picture's saying. And then this can go here, and we're going to resist putting the wheels on, even though it seems like the obvious thing. But I'm just a bit worried about these wheels because they look strange. They do come with hubcaps, so I'm assuming that's what that is. I'm just hoping it's not really fiddly to put together. It may not be. So, what are we going to do? We are going to put this one on the front. So I think, like, it says A4 as though there's an A1. Oh my goodness, at the very bottom of this there are in fact some instructions. So that's a plus point, so let's not be so critical. We are not in fact starting at the very first instructions. So these ones I'm just worried about whether or not they line up. They look like they must go this way. So that goes like that. Oh wait, and so this one has the black bit going on first, and then that one goes there. So that makes sense. So I've got to read A5, so we're up to A6. We've now done A6, and now we're going to do A7, which always makes me think of the classrooms that I was in when I went to primary school. A7, I'm pretty sure it was called A7, was a class that I remember being in. It was a prefab class that was shipped in at some point while I think I was at the school, and then we started to use it, and yeah, met some people, good times. Alright, so let's put this here. What a terrible story. Like, if anyone listens to this, they're going to be like, oh, he was in a classroom that was called A7. That's the least exciting thing I could possibly think of anyone saying to me in a video. Well, I'm going to find something even more unexciting at some point, so just you wait when you least expect it. So they do give you an extra arm, extra hand, not an extra arm. Only 2 arms in this person. And then we've got this one. So A7 also has at the back of it this bit here and this bit here. So now I'm thinking about my school. It's like, well, all the A7s and A1s and A2s and A5s. I don't think I was ever in A6. I think I missed A6. A6 was next to A5. But in the junior school, maybe they were different. I can't remember what the junior school part of the school was. The juniors and the seniors. The seniors were all A's, and then the other part was different. Anyway, aha! I've made it even more ridiculous. No one will care about that either. Unless they go, hold on a second, that was like my school. Did you go to this school? And it's like, yes, that's the school I went to. Don't you remember me? So these actually fit in quite nicely, these little hubcaps. They go on quite well. But these are not rubber. So they kind of fall down on that. I think that's one of the things, right? Does this thing, well, this one had, these are kind of rubbery. They're like very hard plastic. But I did have to put them on. They are semi-flexible. So, but these are definitely all plastic. So I think that's one of the major things, is that you get rubber in the world of Lego, whereas you tend to get only rigid, hard plastic things, which make clanky sounds on hardwood floors or desks. This is a wooden desk. We mustn't forget that. Let's all take a moment to just remember that this desk is in fact made of wood. It's actually made of fake wood. Like, it's not fake wood, but it's like, particle board or whatever with a fake wood veneer taped over the top. Sorry for ruining it for you if you thought that I was actually doing this on a wood desk. Well, it is a wood desk, but you know what I mean. It's not authentically original wood. Okay, there we go. They kind of fit. Oh, horrible car accident there. So I don't think I'm going to get them out very easily. Nope, their legs are stuck there. So you just have to remember what they look like when they were standing up. We didn't actually do a standing up test, so they might have actually just fallen over as well. But you can see these giant holes in the side of their legs, which is a bit disconcerting if you think about it. But there you go. And does it move? How fast does it go? That's the important thing. let's compare the two brands speed-wise, because this is how you actually compare different brands of fake Lego, is you race them in race cars and whatever this thing was meant to be. I've forgotten what it was meant to be. Well, how is that supposed to work? It just falls off. Well, we'll just use I broke it again. Okay, we'll just use the truck. Everyone knows that this is a truck. So truck versus race car, and number 11, and here we go. It just says race car on the front. Oh, that's terrible. Race car, don't forget that race car spelled backwards is race car. That's an important thing to remember. It says F1 Racer. So imported by in Australia, Associated Ret. You can't read that, but it says Associated Ret Alias. And they get it right for New Zealand. Maybe it really is called that in Australia. I'm going past that address. Probably tomorrow, so I'm going to check out what place imports these things into New Zealand. Right, so thanks. If you're in New Zealand, I got this from Toy World. I did not get this from the warehouse. So thanks for watching. Like, share, or subscribe, or what are those things that you like to do. And have a nice day. Just this light. I don't think I'm going to just go back to that way. That was much nicer. Sorry if the lighting was terrible. Right, it's like a Scooby-Doo thing. Alright, thanks, bye.